If you're looking to grow your e-commerce business, like seriously grow it, like go into 10, 20, 30, $100 million in revenue, although right now this may be an unimaginable or almost like an unreachable number, it is all possible. But you have to focus on the big things. Look at what your big competitors are doing, follow the suit, but also look for their vulnerabilities. Look at what it is that they're not doing quite as well as you can be. Now, one area of marketing that we know that so many e-commerce brands and e-commerce stores are really lagging in is search engine optimization, SEO. In this video, I'm only going to talk about the big fundamentals that you need to wrap your mind around, and down below in the post, you're going to find out everything you need to know about technical and content SEO that you must execute on properly in order to really grow your business. How much can you grow your business with SEO? On average, we're seeing e-commerce stores and brands doing 25 to 50% of their entire revenue coming from search engine optimization. So this is nothing to sniff at. It is a major, major, major piece of your growth strategy. So it absolutely must be part of your growth plan. Now, when we think about SEO, what are the most important things in SEO that are usually not done by e-commerce stores and brands? Well, it's not the technical stuff. Typically, your store is well optimized from the technical standpoint. Where it is that e-commerce stores and brands are usually lagging is content, and backlinking. You have to wrap your mind around the fact that for you to succeed with SEO, for you to attract a lot of buyers to your store and bring them back time and again, content is going to be a major piece of the solution, right? Or of solving that problem. How to bring in more people to your website, how to get more people to buy your stuff. Now, when we talk about content, and I've spoken about this in so many other videos, but yet I'm seeing so many e-commerce stores and brands not following this, this is what you gotta do, right? For you to really grow your organic search and capitalize on that organic search. You have to focus on the majors that are your product descriptions. They have to be unique, they have to be comprehensive. Something of an advanced tip is your product descriptions have to speak to the features, benefits, and also reasons why people would not want to buy your products. That's right, you have to address those things. A well-versed salesperson would always not just talk about the good, they would also talk about or preemptively address any objections as to why a person would not want to buy the product. Now, you may say that, well, we carry a catalog of 20,000 unique items. So what? Hire a copywriter or hire a company, a marketing company that will rewrite all of those product descriptions and create unique product descriptions. Why do you need unique product descriptions? Because number one, when everybody is using the same product descriptions, because you might be reselling somebody else's products, when everybody is using those OEM supplied, manufacturer supplied product descriptions, you get a penalty from Google for having duplicate content. Google does not know where to send all this traffic to. Number two, unique product descriptions, those that are longer, those that are higher quality than usually supplied by a manufacturer, those that address the pros and cons of the product, those that do preemptively strike at any objections, they tend to convert better. So you're not just attracting traffic through search engine optimization, through having better content, but you're also converting at a higher rate. Now, in addition to that written content, you should always, if your product lands to it, have product demo videos. Why? Because videos are indexable by Google for the last 2, 3, 4 years, right? They actually index content within your videos, and for SEO sake, the more time they spend, your visitors spend interacting with your content, the higher the quality of the content in the Google's eyes. And the higher the quality of the content, the more time they spend on your pages, the more traffic they're going to send to your pages. So it's a self-fulfilled prophecy. You do all this work, right, up front, and then voila, Google starts ranking your pages higher and higher, and you get more and more traffic, and you get more and more business. So content is going to be a major driver. Again, product descriptions, product demos, and blog posts. That's right. Just because you're in e-commerce doesn't mean that you should not be creating content in addition to product pages or product content. What type of content? If your products land to it, write how-to content. That how-to content can be repurposed. So for example, if your product is somewhat complex in use, anything, right? It could be kitchen equipment, like typical consumer product kitchen equipment. If you create how-to content, Whenever somebody buys something, you could be sending them an email with the link to that content. And people usually appreciate getting those how-to videos or how-to lists, right? Step-by-step instructions, because you send it to them before they even get the product. So whenever they open the product, they know exactly where to go to look up how to use that product, which is amazing. But on the flip side, posting that content on your website adds weight and adds value to your site. People are searching for this type of content, how-to content, and they will be finding your website, not your competitors' websites, because you have taken the time to create all that content. Does it work? Absolutely. But what's the alternative? Mediocrity? Not getting that business? No, you gotta think content, content, content. What other types of content can you create aside from how-to? Well, how about product comparisons? If your products lend to it, if your customers could be considering product A versus product B versus product C, shouldn't you take the time to create the content that compares those products so that they actually end up buying one of your products instead of looking at your products and then going to other sites and finally maybe buying from you, but maybe not buying from you? All of that is content. What other types of content can you create in addition to how-to and comparisons? Well, there's plenty, right? Plenty of different content. How do you decide? Whenever your customers are asking questions about anything that's related to your products, that lends to additional content that you can create regarding your products. What other type of content? People love to know about the brands and the companies that they're buying from. Some company-related news, anything that's interesting. What other type of content? You could create content for your social media channels. Entertaining content, something that actually, so for example, Chewy creates a lot of content about pets, right? Does it sell? Absolutely. They could be featuring their products in those images, but it doesn't have to sell. It can be just entertaining. If your products lend to that type of content, create it. And there is also the type of content that you don't have to create. You can just ask your buyers to create content for you. It's called user-generated content, or UGC. Ask your every single customer to create content. What type of content can you ask them to create? Well, how about unpackaging of whatever it is that you sold to them? How about setting up of those items? How about using those items? It could be images, it can be videos, it can be descriptions. If you want some inspiration, you can always go to Amazon and see how people are posting reviews there with pictures and with images, etc. Just ask. Not every customer is going to provide you with their user-generated content, but there will be a percentage that will. So if you really want to grow your store big, go into 8 figures or bigger, you have to create a ton of content. Now, for more specific and technical details about all other aspects, including content marketing, look down below at the post, or there should be a link depending on where it is that you're watching this video, and read up and follow our instructions, like to the T. There's a ton of valuable information that will guide you and explain to you how to do amazing search engine optimization. And just something to keep in mind, that SEO, as you probably already know, is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You will not see instant result. Once you start doing this, and by the way, the timing, like how long it's going to take for you to start seeing results, really depends on how advanced your competition is. You may have some competition that is incredibly well entrenched with their search engine optimization. It will be hard to knock them off of their positions. Doesn't mean you should not go for it, because a position number 2 is still way better than a position number 42 on page 4 of Google, right? So you should always strive, no matter how tough competition is in your space. So go for it. And if you are lacking the resources or just have some questions about search engine optimization for e-commerce, do reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Or you can hire us to help you execute on all of the tactics that are listed down below. Thanks for watching.